the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, we've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it's definitely going to be a factor here this afternoon at Broncos Stadium at Mile High in Denver. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their -3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Now on first down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bortles out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I have a feeling about it. Let's go ahead and get it. And it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know one thing. They wish they had it back.
Yeah, they certainly do. But the buck stops with the head coach on that one. He has to greenlight that attempt.
The numbers for Williams a week ago. 13 carries, 83 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
On 2nd down, Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, and maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry. Now you got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Royce Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Sponge. No.
47's the mic.
15.
Watch the pass. Hayward. Mike's 47.
Correct.
47. I'm scared.
Now Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Rush in.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Let's bring it.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Or even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. A first trip to the red zone for KC. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run on first down. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Broncos' 10-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Kelce, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He may try and run. Kansas City, touchdown.
Mahomes on the field. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. First down now, but that clock rolling.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down, Chiefs.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Easy. Hey, ribble it.
Night, sweetheart.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Slam.
Hey, I don't need to.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Throws left side. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here's Emmanuel Sanders now as he and the rest of the offense march back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 20. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, Bravo! 3 down. 48 to Mike.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
First down, Chiefs.
Fire down these two.
Check
19.
Mahomes now on 1st down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
15. First down, Kansas City.
Yellow.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They're running it.
Now a give, right side. It's Williams. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Mike's 47. Mike's 48. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes over the middle. He's got Watkins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Mahomes going to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
We ain't giving them nothing to take.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Attack! D-line, get that quarterback.
Check, check, check.
Mahomes now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they'd gotten 2 for 2.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A pass there complete to Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
Now Bortles. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know you felt that one.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And now here comes Kansas City. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey, 57, 57.
Crunch. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And his pass, incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it, try and create some space, some room, and it went awry, didn't it?
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. This will be fielded at the 8. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
43, 43.
48 smart, 48 smart. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Scene 6.
Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. They go play fake. Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch 10, watch 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Williams. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's back to throw. Escape. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
That's the score. Chiefs 27.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So the Broncos now down by 4, 33 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Bortles. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
He'll look to throw. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. One final try now for Bortles. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I had given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield.
That's 20 goons in a ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left.